They say time heals all wounds, but no one talks about how quiet that healing can be. How silence, once comforting, begins to echo a little differently as the years unfold. Somewhere along the way, perhaps after the birthdays stopped being counted so eagerly, after the goodbyes became more frequent than hellos, we find ourselves spending more hours alone. Not always lonely, but alone nonetheless. Solitude after 65 is not what many of us imagined. It's not the rocking chair serenity we were promised in magazine ads, nor is it a grand, uninterrupted vacation. It's a slower rhythm, a house that hums with memory more than conversation. And sometimes it's the space where we finally meet ourselves fully, maybe for the first time. But here's the quiet truth no one really says out loud. Aging alone carries surprises. Some of them are soft and golden, yes, but others are sharp, like corners we didn't see coming. Things shift, people change, and not all of it feels fair or easy. And yet, here we are, still standing, still wondering, still capable of joy and discovery, even in this quieter season. So I like to gently ask you, when was the last time you truly sat with your own company and felt at peace with it? There's a certain beauty in solitude, isn't there? It's like a hidden garden that we don't always see, blooming in quiet corners of our lives. In our younger years, we might not have recognized it, but as we grow older, we begin to see its true shape and form. Solitude after 65 isn't an empty space. It's a sanctuary. It's a place to reconnect with yourself, with the life you've lived, and the wisdom you've gathered along the way. The silence that once might have felt heavy now has a soothing quality, like a melody that calms your soul. But let's be real, there's also a deeper, more emotional side to aging alone that we don't often talk about. It's not all sunshine and peace. There are moments when the quiet can feel a little too loud, and memories can surface like old friends you haven't seen in years. Perhaps it's the empty chair at the table or the quiet house at night that used to be filled with laughter and voices. And then there's the unexpected, yet profound, moment when you realize you've outlived many of your peers. That can feel unsettling, even lonely. Yet, that's also when we learn something remarkable. We discover quiet courage. The kind of courage that comes from within. There's a quiet strength in facing these moments alone, a kind of clarity that only solitude can bring. It's as though over time, we shed layers of what we thought we needed and are left with what truly matters. It's not the company of others we crave most, but the company of our own heart and mind. We find peace in rediscovery. We begin to listen to our own thoughts, our desires, our dreams that may have been sidelined in the busyness of life. And this is when the unexpected happens. You rediscover the passions you once had. Maybe you find joy in things you hadn't considered in years, like painting, gardening, or simply taking long walks at dawn. The beauty of solitude is that it doesn't just empty you. It fills you up again, but in a quieter, more fulfilling way. Have you experienced any of these moments of rediscovery in your life? Share with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear your journey with solitude. At the heart of all this is a simple truth. Solitude doesn't make us weaker. It makes us stronger, clearer, more in touch with the person we've become. We often think that aging alone means we're missing something, companionship, the loud chatter of family, or the busy noise of life. But in reality, what aging alone provides us is the gift of reflection, of understanding ourselves in ways we never could when we were busy chasing the world. It's not just about learning to accept loneliness. It's about understanding that in solitude, there's an opportunity for growth. As we age, we begin to let go of external expectations and societal pressures, and instead, we tap into something far deeper, our inner peace. And this peace is transformative. It's not the absence of others that leaves us feeling whole. It's the presence of ourselves. The strength you already possess lies in the quiet moments. The choices you've made throughout your life have led you to this stage, where you can stand alone, not in isolation, but in completeness. You are your own companion. You are the one who will carry yourself through life's next chapters with grace and dignity. So, rather than looking at solitude as something to be feared or avoided, perhaps we can begin to view it as a teacher. In its silence, there's clarity. In its emptiness, there's room for peace. And in its quiet embrace, we learn to listen to our own hearts, allowing us to step forward with courage and clarity. Now, I'd like to leave you with this. What does solitude teach you? Is there a lesson you've learned from being alone that has brought you peace or understanding? Please, take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts with us in the comments. Your experiences can help others who might be walking a similar path. There's a certain kind of knowing that only settles in once the world grows quieter. It's not loud or flashy. It doesn't demand applause. It simply is like a breeze you didn't notice until it cooled your skin. Aging alone, in many ways, makes room for that kind of wisdom. It strips away the noise and hands you the raw material of your own soul. You begin to understand the rhythms of your own heart without needing anyone to translate. You notice the small details, the way morning light spills across your kitchen floor, the hush between evening birdsong and the stars coming out, the sacred space between missing someone and no longer needing to. It's not that you've stopped longing. It's that your longing has matured. It no longer chases what won't return. Instead, it reaches inward and upward, toward peace, toward meaning, toward whatever deeper or higher truth has been quietly waiting for you all along. And this is the surprise no one tells you. Solitude doesn't shrink you. It reveals you. It shows you the edges you soften to please others, the dreams you shelved, the strength you always had but never needed to flex until now. This isn't about pretending it's easy. It's not, but it's yours, and that makes it worthy. As May Sarton once wrote, "Loneliness is the poverty of self. Solitude is the richness of self." And maybe that's what we're truly discovering, that this chapter of life isn't a retreat into emptiness, but an arrival into presence, a space where we finally meet ourselves without the noise, without the need to explain, and find it's enough, more than enough. May you continue to find peace in your solitude, and may your inner journey bring you closer to the heart of who you truly are. Thank you for sharing this time with us today, and know that you are never alone in your reflections.